I just finished watching the TV show 56 Days, the new erotic thriller on Amazon Prime, so I want to talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly of the show. Make sure that you bookmark this and come back if you haven't finished it though, because there will be spoilers. Alright, let's do this. I'm going to start with why I disliked the show largely, but why I ended up finishing it. A macro issue with the show is that it did not feel erotic at all. And for something that was labeled an erotic thriller, you know, you want the eroticism. However, what made me watch the full 8 episodes was I was kind of interested in the mystery aspect of it. I wanted to know if Oliver or Ciara was the crazier person in the relationship. What I found ultimately is I guess they're like equal levels of crazy since they ended up together, but I don't understand why they ended up together. Since this story was largely a revenge story on Ciara's part, ended up, I guess, falling in love with Oliver. I guess I just don't understand where that happened, the like actual falling in love and why. Since Oliver was pretty much just like shady with her the whole time, had panic attacks, but ultimately had not much of a personality. And as for the erotic part of it all, sorry because I feel like I'm being snarkier than usual. However, I just felt like Dove Cameron was so aware of every single micro expression her face was making the whole show. And you have that level of awareness and the viewer can see it through the TV screen. It just like doesn't leave any like level of sexiness or eroticism that we were looking for from my perspective. Also had this like random storyline of the two detectives, and while I didn't mind again them kind of figuring the mystery out because I was interested in the twists and the turns of the mystery, the forced connection of these two as well, of like they got each other's back, they're besties, they've been working together forever. All of this chemistry just felt so forced, leaves us to nowhere because Treichler, the one that ends up in the bathtub obviously, which I'm like, I never cared about him. Ciara and Oliver end up together, like there's no revenge on either of their parts. For someone who watched the show for twists and turns of the mystery, I feel like there weren't twists and turns. The twists and turns was that they both lied to each other and then they like randomly fell in love based on lies and then ended up like on a beach unharmed. No one gets in trouble. Okay, I guess. I was waiting to see what happened in the end and then nothing really happened in the end. But what did you guys think of the show 56 Days if you finished it?